ABC 13 is getting more answers about what the family of a 4-year-old girl who was shot called a delayed response from Houston police. The family says their home was sprayed with bullets on New Year's Day. It was George Floyd's niece who was hit. She's still in the hospital in stable condition. Chief Troy Finner announced yesterday evening that they were launching an internal investigation. That's only after our Micah Hatfield asked them about the response time. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield joins us live from the complex. Micah?
Eric, when we spoke to 4-year-old Arianna's father, he told us that it took 4 hours from the time he called 911 until the time Houston police showed up. A spokesperson for the department told us today that they do not dispute that timeline. 4 hours waiting for police. The latest data from the department says that their average response time to a top priority call is about 6 minutes.
I didn't feel like I didn't know. I picked her up. I seen the blood and everything. I know. I feel like.
Derrick Delane was stunned when his 4-year-old daughter, Arianna, went into his room around 2:55 a.m. on New Year's Day and said she had been hit by a bullet. He says they called 911, but after waiting a few minutes, Arianna's mother decided to take her to the hospital herself.
I stayed here waiting on the police. I sit right here on the curb from 3 to 7. The police finally came here about 7 after 7, and I told them I've been calling all night. I said my daughter been shot. She been hit.
Houston Police Chief Troy Finner launched an internal investigation into their response time on Tuesday evening. President of the Houston Police Union, Doug Griffith, was on patrol that night in the area. He says the shot spotter, a device that detects gunfire in that area, went off around 3 a.m. That notification is a Code 1 priority, according to Griffith, meaning officers went right away.
They checked the area, didn't see anything. They were not flagged down. They did not receive any apartment numbers, anything like that.
He says it wasn't until later in the morning that a Code 4 delayed report call dropped to their address. That's one of the lowest priorities, and that's when Houston police responded.
It's our belief that the call takers may have made a mistake in how they coded that, and our officers had no idea.
We also checked with Houston Fire on the ambulance response. They told us the call did come in as a shooting on Saturday morning. They were dispatched at 3:01. A spokesperson tells us they were on their way 1 minute later and arrived at 3:06 a.m. And we don't know how long that internal investigation for HPD will take, but we were told by a spokesperson today that part of it will be finding out how much time elapsed between the time the 911 call was made and the time that Houston police were alerted about the shooting.